We continue with Tom Ward from Vermeil Wines. All right, next up is the Syrah.
Yeah, the Syrah is one of the newer blocks of the vineyard. The vineyard location is at the very north end of Napa Valley, and there's almost a rim there where you get a very unique microclimate. And also what you have is you have a lot of volcanic soil, a lot of range of soils. There's one part of the vineyard that has a gravelly loam that is almost bottomless, so you get really deep vine penetration. The Syrah comes from part of the vineyard down near the Napa River, where there's more clay, and it's a younger block. And what I think you'll see is a softer, rounder, more elegant style. Maybe more, for those people that are Merlot drinkers, this may be the type of wine that they would like because it has sort of that roundness. I'm sure as the vines age, you'll get more of the Syrah pepperiness, but it's very attractive wine.
All right, let's give it a chance. Boy, that's good too. And this is a tremendous buy, bottle wines, right?
This is actually a pretty good value. None of the wines are inexpensive because it is a vineyard site that the neighboring vineyard, for example, the wines go probably $110 to $200. Ours are only probably in the $30 range for the Syrah.
Okay. Next up, we have the Cabernet Franc.
Cabernet Franc, and this has been an interesting wine because when it was first released, it was very elegant. And now it has taken on, this is a 2002, this is another one of our library selections, and it has taken on a whole level of depth and really intensity that is quite impressive. And in fact, Robert Parker of the Wine Advocate, who's considered by many to be the most influential wine critic, has given a number of our wines 90 plus ratings, and this was one of the wines that did receive that. So.
Wow. Intense is the word. I mean, that grabs you.
Isn't that impressive?
It is.
And you get almost an earthiness, but still don't lose any of the berry characteristics. It still has that wonderful intensity. But you can take on a lot of secondary characteristics of earth and tar and things that really make it quite an interesting wine.
And this is the big dog.
This is the Cabernet Sauvignon. This was the original wine that carried the Vermeil name. Our winemaker had his own label on the edge, and in fact, the Charbonneau, we've as an homage to our winemaker, we've left on the edge on our Charbonneau. The rest of the wines are Vermeil wines, and the Cabernet is Dick's favorite grape, and really what got him interested in this whole project.
So this would be considered Dick Vermeil's favorite wine.
I would think that's a pretty safe bet to be able to say that.
How would you characterize it?
This is another one where I think you really start to see where the quality of the vineyard kicks in, because you do get a lot of underbrush. You get some chocolate and mocha. You get a lot of different flavors. Really, the complexity where all the wines are gorgeous for their beautiful fruit characteristics. I think when you get up into the Cabernet Sauvignon in particular, you really get a lot of different things going on in terms of complexity. So.
You can tell. This is.
Yeah.
It's.
There's almost a mocha element to it too. There are a lot of things going on there.
All right, now, as we wrap up here, first of all, I think everybody is so in love with Dick, and they'd love to get a Vermeil wine. How easy can a person in St. Louis, Missouri, get the Vermeil wine?
The wines will be in the marketplace very, very soon. Our distributor is going to be Major Brands, a great company statewide, and they're bringing the wines in, but they're still being trucked in. So for now, go to www.vermeilwines.com, and you can buy the wines directly from us on site, on the website, and again, watch for them in the local retail stores and restaurants because they'll be coming very, very soon.
So, I'm sure the website goes into great description for the people who didn't pay attention to everything you said here. It goes into great description about each one.
Yeah, well, there's not only description of the wines, but there's also the great history information because, for example, a classic story is Dick's father was sent home from school, in grade school, for having wine in his thermos. So you talk about being raised in truly a wine culture. Even the kids were given wine at dinner, watered down, albeit,
Yeah.
but the wine was an option at dinner because it was just a very integral part of their whole culture. So it's a fascinating story.
Well, we really appreciate you being a part of the program.
Frank, thank you. Pleasure.
Awesome stuff. We recommend the Vermeil wines. They are sensational.